This is a certified hood classic.
Hey, fam, man, what's the word, man? We back again with another video, man. Look, I know y'all be thinking to yourselves like, okay, should I donate? Should I give money to the homeless? Should I not? Are they actually gonna take this money and actually do something with it? Or are they gonna smoke it up, buy some drugs, do whatever, drink it up, whatever? What are they gonna do? Now, I actually came across this video, bro. The fakest homeless people who are actually rich, bro. So I feel like, man, we gotta check this out. Maybe it give us a different perspective on things. Maybe it won't. But y'all, make sure y'all do your boy a favor, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you go down below. Subscribe to your boy, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man, just helping your boy out over on this channel, man. Thank y'all for watching the videos. Thank y'all for supporting, man. And without further ado, let's get started. Man, boy,
when
just
people
chilling.
think of homeless people, they usually think of people who are poor and don't have enough money.
Change. Anybody got any change?
People who don't have homes
That's that
often
South
beg
Park.
for money on the streets so they can feed themselves and their families.
Right.
But not everyone who's poor doesn't have enough money or other ways to get money.
Okay.
It's interesting to learn that some people with a lot of money don't have a permanent home that they can call their own.
Right.
You really will not believe it when you see this list of fakest homeless people who are actually rich.
Damn. Okay, I want to see this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Number 20. John Holinsky.
Holinsky.
John Holinsky,
Sound like he lying and shit. John Holinsky, boy, got some hoes.
now 62 years old, was once part of the invisible community of Tampa.
German
For about
scientist
3
looking
years, he had called a cardboard box beside a Tampa bus stop home. Recently, after meeting DACCO or DACO case manager Charles Inman and Tampa police officer Dan McDonald, Holinsky no longer has to eke out a living. Together, they were able to procure Holinsky all the certificates he required to access services. At some time, someone had taken his identification. They found a bank account in his name as they were working through the system to restore the Polish-born American citizen's identification papers.
Okay.
Holinsky set up that account at the First Landmark Bank years ago. Holinsky had long since forgotten about the account and the Social Security benefits that had been accruing in his name by the time the branch became a Bank of America.
What?
At the Social Security office, where McDonald had taken Holinsky to apply for a temporary ID card, they discovered the first sign that a bank account could exist. It turns out Holinsky wasn't just collecting benefits, he was sitting on a mountain of them.
That's what's up. I thought that he was just trying to scam motherfuckers. See, that's my thinking. Thinking somebody trying to scam somebody, bro. Maybe it's fucked up. Maybe I'm not. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, he built that money himself and forgot about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what's up, though. I'm glad to see that working out for
The
him.
funds
We
were
gonna
being
see,
sent
though.
to
We
the
gonna see.
dormant bank account. McDonald's next move was to offer assistance in reclaiming Holinsky's rightful funds. Holinsky has now saved more than enough money to leave the wooden box and move into a real house. The
Good.
Tampa police officer has spent the last 3 years working as a link between the homeless people in the city and the groups that can help them.
That's what's up,
Now,
though.
it's time for the star topic. This rich man poses as a beggar and spends his days sitting on the street corner with his most prized possession, a Lamborghini Countach, parked beside him. Despite facing financial difficulties and losing his job, he remains steadfast in his decision to hold on to the car that once represented his triumphs. The people around kept
What?
wondering why a man with this kind of car would be on the streets, but this man's lips remain sealed. Yet the car stands as a poignant reminder of his past
What is this,
life
bro?
and the possibility of one day.
Nigga lying and
With
shit,
that
bro.
said, let's keep things.
I'm sorry. I gotta skip that, bro. I don't know. That sounds like some bullshit, bro. I can't even fake it.
Dinarday.
That sounds like you
Rumors
just
have
made that shit
circulated
up.
among downtown's homeless population for years about a drifter in North Beach who was allegedly spending his nights in the gutter despite having enough to support himself. Even though
Okay.
Dinarday lives on the streets and often sleeps in the garbage or on the ground, he has access to a trust fund that used to be worth about $700,000.
Damn, that's a lot of
He gets
money.
$500 from Social Security and $2,500 from the fund every month. Since his mother died in 1992 and the trust was set up with the money from selling her property, Dinarday has been getting this money. The
Wow.
problem is he drinks way too much. He quit his job as a builder and started living on the streets, 30 years ago.
What?
Denarde's lawyer, Dennis Wishney, says that Denarde has been living in homeless shelters, hotels, and clean living facilities for the past 11 years.
Are you serious, bro?
He never does anything really bad that would get him sent to jail, and he isn't so sick that he could be taken away against his will. Many people...
All right, man. Nah, bro. Now, that's some bullshit, bro. That's some bullshit. All these people, and that's a slap in the face. All these people have to live on the street. They don't have to, but some of these people are mentally not fit, you know what I'm saying, to, like, help themselves. You know what I'm saying? So they veterans, bro. They done seen some shit. They fucked up. They traumatized. They ain't get enough medicine. They ain't get no help. And he's sleeping on the side of the street, and he make about like $3,000 a month. Just sleeping on the side of the road. What the fuck wrong with you, bro?
Ask for this kind of
Stupid
blessing
ass. He
or
is something
provision,
wrong with him.
but he seems to be having the worst time of his life. It has been alleged that when his lawyer has found him a place to stay, he has just walked away, leaving the key in the door.
Okay.
Number 18, Mike Black.
He might not think he deserves it or something like that. He might have did something in his life where he really did something wrong, and he don't want to talk about it. He don't think he deserved it. He's seen
Mike
something.
Black, who was born in the United States and had a lot of money, chose to give it all up and live like a regular person.
Okay.
After 2020, he decided to help people in need by giving them small things and words of support because he had seen friends lose everything they owned because of the pandemic.
Wow.
When he saw that his hard work wasn't paying off, he became obsessed with the idea of starting the $1 Million Challenge and giving his entire fortune, including his own home, to people in need. He had no money, no place to sleep, and no food, so he spent his first night sleeping in a parking lot.
Okay.
He lived that way for weeks, until one day a stranger found him, dressed him, fed him, and let him sleep in his cot. After a while, he was able to make more money and buy a brand new laptop for his online business. This helped him get more clients. On day 25, he moved into his own office apartment where he mostly works and sleeps.
Okay, bro, but my thing is, why does it have to take weeks? If you on the street, right? Well, I can get weeks, but if you on the street, bro, you literally can go to restaurants and be like, go talk to the owner and be like, look, this is what's going on. This is what I got going on. Look, if I'll come in here, take your trash out for $5, I'll take the trash out early in the day. I'll take the trash out later on in the day. You can do that to all the restaurants in that vicinity. They're going to be like, to you, they're going to look at you. They're going to be like, okay, all right. You know, you come in here, you collect the trash, you get it, you take it out, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Help us with or somebody might even offer you a job. You know what I'm saying? You can get that money, take that, hopefully they got Wi-Fi, then, you know, on your break, you can get your laptop, do what you need to do, yada, yada, blah, blah, bing, bang, boom. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. But I'm just saying, bro, how the hell did you let weeks go by on the street, bro?
He still works and hopes for better days. After, Mike Black moved into his own apartment and stopped spending nights in the workplace. Number 17. Okay. Billionaire pretends to be homeless.
Okay.
Steve is one of the wealthiest people in the USA. Many people's dreams were realized with his financial support.
That's
his
what's up.
fame is a direct result of his kindness. One day, Steve decided to put the citizens of the city through a test designed to reveal their hidden talents. Steve chose to adopt the persona of a destitute old beggar in order to do this. After sitting on the street, he would never let anyone pass without pleading for assistance. When he asked for food, he begged, "Please, give me something to eat." For what seemed like a very long time, no one paid him any attention. Those that did respond said they couldn't do anything. This man then comes up to Steve and squats down to unwrap the plastic bag carrying the...
Wait, who the fuck? How are they getting all these fucking angles and shit like that, though? Like, is this supposed to be fake or something like that? What's going on, bro?
Breakfast food and beverages he just purchased for his family. Almost instantly, he offered Steve
how they get all these angles?
And cut some bread for him. Steve was taken aback, and he inquired as to the reason for his assistance. The man's admission that he had experienced hunger struck an emotional chord in Steve.
Maybe they redid it just for this.
Steve took off his suit and asked the man if he needed help. The young man told Steve his experience despite being shaken to the core. Steve immediately presented him with a legal form and a new, shiny vehicle.
Damn.
Number 16.
All right, well, that's
Nicholas
interesting.
Berggruen. Nicholas Berggruen can afford to live in the most luxurious mansions money can buy.
Okay.
But the 50-year-old man takes his few belongings in a big paper bag and refuses to buy or rent a house, a car, or even a watch. Instead,
Okay.
he stays in 5-star hotels while he travels the world building his already huge and very successful business empire.
You know, he saved a lot of fucking money, boy. That nigga saves a lot of money. So I guess technically he is homeless. I get it. He doesn't have a home, so he is homeless. You know, that's not exactly how I would have classified him, but it makes sense, though. I get it.
He
I see
keeps
where
a
you're going with it.
BlackBerry so that he can keep up with the companies.
A
that help him
BlackBerry?
become one of the richest people in the world. This business tycoon has been known to fly his Gulfstream 4 to as many as 14 different places in a single month.
Okay.
Berggruen, who had previously pledged to donate the vast majority of his fortune, sold his Fifth Avenue mansion and a private island off the coast of Miami in the year 2000.
Private
he said
island?
that those who wanted to feel more human would spend money on luxury items, and he added, "I felt I was owned by possessions. Having
Right.
stuff lying around is boring. The idea of artificially surrounding myself with luxury to impress myself and others with my financial status is repulsive." Number
That's
15.
what's up. That is a very first world problem. Like, that is the irony of first world problems. It's like, you know, it's like, hey, look, you know, I got all this money, and the reason why I'm not gonna spend the money is because I have all this money, and I don't want to let all the money consume me. Yada yada. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. Hello. Hey, how's it going? I thought we had agreed on a different time. Okay. Let me do something real quick. Okay. I apologize about that. I'm just looking at my phone. I didn't look at my phone. I think the people that we have over there are still, they won't be available at 6. Can I cancel this? Well, I don't know. I gotta reach out to them. I'm in a meeting right now.
Okay, I'll give you a call back in half an hour, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
All right.
Max Melitzer. An investigator claims to have located a homeless man in Utah and informed him of some good news. He has inherited a substantial sum of money. When David Lundberg went to a park in Salt Lake City on a Saturday afternoon, he saw Max Melitzer there, he said, carrying a shopping cart full of his belongings. Lundberg did not reveal the exact amount Melitzer will receive, but did say that his brother, who passed away from cancer the previous year, had left him a significant sum in his will. Melitzer has been homeless for a long time, and has become somewhat of a fixture among Salt Lake City's social assistance providers, including the rescue mission.
Boy, I got a crunch bar.
Melitzer's
I ain't seen a
last
crunch
known
bar
mail
in hell.
contact was in September. Family members gave him their phone number, but he never called. It was reported on Friday to Lundberg by Don Hill, who's the housing manager at the rescue mission of Salt Lake, that he had seen Melitzer near the facility on Wednesday. He's known about him for at least 4 years.
Okay.
According to what Hill told the Deseret News, during the summer, I'd imagine, occasionally he'll stay out nights, outside. He constantly mentions wanting to stay at Ogden. A police officer discovered Melitzer sleeping in a car in an Ogden junkyard earlier this month. Number 14.
Okay.
Homeless man leaves behind surprise.
Okay.
Jet propulsion engineer Richard Leroy Walters passed
Well,
away while living on the streets of Phoenix, Arizona, but not before leaving a $4 million real estate to local organizations like NPR and the Mission of Mercy.
Damn.
He was a Marine and saw action in the Korean War. The
Damn.
1959 Purdue University yearbook states that he was from Huntington, Indiana, and that he belonged to the Pi Tau Sigma, Tau Beta Pi, and the American Society of Mechanical Engineers Honorary
Damn.
Engineering Society.
Shit, bro.
He was forced into early retirement after 23 years.
That's prestigious. You know what I'm saying, my boy? Shit.
With Allied Signal Aerospace and ended himself sleeping on the streets.
Wow.
Despite being homeless, he had a clean appearance, often wearing a baseball cap and a tiny rucksack, but he was quite shy and lacked social skills. After learning that Walters was sleeping behind a local senior center, mission volunteer and nurse Rita Bell befriended him and eventually found him temporary accommodation. Nonetheless,
Okay.
he decided to abandon the dwelling after a brief stay. He filed his own taxes and made his investments using the center's billiards room phone.
Okay,
Number
wow.
13.
All right
This
then, he just didn't want
millionaire
to.
pretended to be homeless. This speaks much. Now, as it went, this
Whoo, we got on a nice ass watch. Is that an AP or it look like an AP?
YouTube millionaire was going to the
Ooh-wee.
Grammy Awards and decided to get a +1 ticket. Now, he decided he wasn't just going to give it to anyone just like that. He then thought of a way that would be both unique and worthwhile. So
Okay.
in his quest, he decided to
It just goes to show that they don't have nothing else better to fucking do. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, just they are a millionaire. They have everything. So it's just like they bet on the weirdest shit and they just like they do the weirdest things. Like they're like, oh well, I'll just be homeless for a day. It's like some niggas is homeless and they don't have a choice.
To give-
Well, they always have a choice. They always have a
it
choice.
to someone on the street and not just walk up to someone to give it to them. He decided he was going to pose as a homeless man, begging and needing someone to talk to. This is a brilliant idea, and every sane person would think or know anyone that can put their time aside and decide to talk to a homeless man is worth the attention and popularity that comes with being a good-spirited person. Now, the sad part is the fact that he sat and waited in the sun and sat on the floor. No
Yeah.
one was willing to sit down or stop for even 5 minutes.
Bro, nobody is stop. Like, let's be fucking realistic here, bro. A lot of times people are moving and grooving, going to work, coming from work, doing something. They're occupied with their own time, their own lives, doing their own things, bro. It is very it's like what is that word? I'm searching for a word here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not feasible, maybe you could say. Is feasible a good word? It just doesn't make sense for someone to stop, sit down, have a conversation for 5 minutes, because you don't really know these people's lives. Everybody believes they're important, and everybody suffers from, I need to go do this, and I need to do that, and I need to do that. And it's not really everybody's fault. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can stop and, you know, even if, like me personally, like I give homeless people money, especially if they ask for it, or I at least try to. I give them money, but at the same time, I don't have the time all the time to sit and just talk for 5 minutes. I gotta go make more money. Like, you know what I'm saying?
There was a reward for sitting with him, and
Not
nobody,
all the time.
even
I'm just
one
saying
person,
all the time.
was willing to help or talk with him.
If they
It's
say
really
something, then
sad,
I might
because what
fuck
if
with
that
them.
was what he needed to move forward? All things considered, I hope this shows us to be kind to the people who need it. A lot of people really missed their chance to become famous here. Number 12. James Southern. An unrepentant panhandler who rips people off by claiming to be homeless is actually the proud owner of a £150,000 apartment, as
Okay,
reported
wow.
by a famous online news platform. James
Scare-
Southern,
that's
25,
asshole.
who goes by only one name, is a professional beggar today. After the
That's what he
alleged
do.
homeless man had boasted to Mr. Southern from Woolton, Liverpool, that he owned a property round the corner and that begging was a ploy to rake in some extra pocket money, Mr. Southern challenged him on video. This week's disclosures followed a dispute between the beggar and Mr. Southern, who had approached the man as he was waiting outside a William Hill bedding store. Mr. Southern asked him if he owned the house down the corner, and
Wow.
surprisingly, he said yes. The panhandler tries to
Well-
explain his begging by saying he fell on hard times and had no other option. He said it was like a job. He even called it professional begging.
I mean, I guess he is, bro. He like, no, he's an asshole. He's a professional asshole. But I mean, even knowing how to talk to people, even to get them, like, it's almost like selling. Like, you know, being a salesman, it's like you got to know how to talk to people. You got to know how to evoke emotion. He's evoking emotion out of people, and he's getting money for it. People are offering money to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a gift. That's a gift. It's just an asshole because some people really need it and you don't really need it.
Mr. Southern, a Woolton resident and worker, told Mail Online that he first encountered the man a month ago outside a bar. Mr. Southern reported that after talking to him for a while, the man told him he wasn't homeless and that he always just came to beg for money. Number 11. Simon Wright.
Okay.
Simon Wright is known for working hard, which is a good thing.
Okay.
He would clock in at work every day at 9 a.m. and leave at least 8 hours later. He made over £50,000 a year. He also often worked on the weekends without being asked. The 37-year-old had been doing the same thing every day for 3 years before he was caught last month. Wright, on the other hand, was a skilled beggar who got a lot of money. He would go to one of London's richest area, dress in rags, and set up shop on a busy street with his dog on a leash. He chose a good place to live because it was near a busy train stop and a NatWest ATM. The cardboard sign he was carrying said hungry and homeless, a sentiment he was emphasizing with the sleeping bag he had wrapped over himself. Staff at the neighborhood Greg's, the baker, would exchange the pennies for paper money. His donors would have been less generous if they knew the full extent of his predicament.
He's an asshole.
For the previous 2 years, Wright has been staying in a housing association property that cost taxpayers £300,000.
Damn.
Number
That boy getting bread going and coming, ain't he?
10. Armando Esposito.
Oh no, he looked like he was your
John,
ass.
a cheerful adventurer who has found a unique way to save big bucks.
How's
Instead
that?
of spending his hard-earned cash on rent, John has opted to sleep on the streets. By embracing the great outdoors, John is able to put away an impressive $1,500 every month.
I about to say, I thought he was gonna say a year, bro. I'm like, bro, are you serious? But bro, like, instead of doing that, nigga, like, put away $1,000 a month, bro, just go do more things to make that money. And now it's like you got your apartment, you got your luxuries, and then you got your extra money, bro. Like, most people don't miss that. They think they can save their way rich. You cannot. You're not going to save your way rich, bro. You have to spend money. Spend money to make money. Don't let these motherfuckers confuse you, bro. One of the best investments I made is buying my property. Now I got a property. Gotta spend money to make money, bro.
Even though sleeping outside has its challenges, John stays positive and sees it as a chance to get closer to nature and live life to the best.
All right.
His story is a great example of how sometimes taking the road less traveled can lead to great things.
If you
Armando
say so.
Esposito is an interesting person who lives in the busy city of New York City. He has made the brave decision to live without a home.
Shit, I understand him, boy. That rent high as hell up there, boy.
Armando is originally from Mexico, but he has decided to give up the comforts of a traditional home and live on the streets instead. People are drawn to him because he has a different way of looking at life and lives in an unusual way.
But here's my thing, bro. What do you do in the wintertime, bro? Because I know the wintertime in New York be harsh. I mean, harsh, bro.
In a world where
How do you
tasks
do
were
that?
big and time was scarce, there was a man who went against all odds.
Okay.
Even though his job was hard and he had to pay a lot of taxes, he still found some time for himself. He also enjoyed the wonderful world of Netflix, where he
Okay.
could escape from the real world and get lost in a world of pleasure. Esposito has had a very exciting life for the past 4 years. He has jumped from rooftop to rooftop and explored the strange beauty of graves. And now, after all those
What?
daring escapades, he has something to show for it. 2 stunning apartments and 5 chic lofts in the vibrant city of Jalapa, Mexico.
Okay. So he was saving his money. He was in New York. It took me back. Not taking me back like it's taking me back like to something I've been. It's just like, damn. He kind of smart. He went to where you can make the most money out of in America. He, instead of paying for that high ass rent, he said, fuck all that. No, fuck all that. He took his high ass rent money, took that money, literally took it to a place where our dollars mean more and bought hella shit, bruh. And now he got all of that. That's dope.
Number 9.
That's dope. I don't
Fake
care what nobody
homeless
say.
Virginia woman. Police in Virginia responded to a disorderly situation involving a woman who had been caught in the fake homeless viral video for panhandling, despite the fact that she owned a brand new automobile. WTVR reported that police say Mika Lee Dominguez, age 40, threw bottles of Gatorade at another woman's moving car. She was charged with 3 counts of throwing objects at a moving car.
What the
person
fuck?
from Tappahannock is in jail in Henrico County on a $250,000 bond. The accuser had been standing in the middle of the road when a group of people bothered her and filmed her. Officers were talking to the accuser when another woman walked up to them and said that the person they were talking to had thrown things at her car in the parking lot and that she had video of it, which she then showed to the officers. In the video, Dominguez is seen holding a sign as she goes across the median and stops to ask passing cars for money. The video shifts to 2 males approaching her as she walks to her parked 2014 Fiat SUV in the McDonald's lot. Number 8.
Crazy. Car nicer than mine and
Kobe
shit.
Person. Kobe Person, a YouTube vlogger who is 23 years old and has over 3 million subscribers, recently pretended to be homeless for a social experiment that was filmed behind a curtain using concealed cameras.
Okay.
Person approaches a worker in the restaurant and asks him if he can be seated, but the worker dismisses him. This establishment is a touch on the pricey side for someone like you. After Person insisted that he possessed the funds necessary to settle the bill, the worker requested that he please get away and go eat at McDonald's. Person calls his driver Ronaldo towards the very end of the
He said, look, I can't do this whole homeless thing no more. I gotta flex on him. I gotta flex on his ass.
Ronaldo pulls up to the front of the restaurant in a Rolls Royce and offers Person a briefcase full of cash. After that, Person says to the employee of the restaurant, "I told you I had money. It's ridiculous how you make snap judgments about individuals based only on..."
Stop, bro. Stop with the bullshit. Stop with the bullshit. You came up like a homeless man. You got exactly what you wanted. I can't believe people would treat me like a homeless man. Well, I got all these trash bags full of shit, and I smell, and I fucking got... Like, bro, come on, bro. Stop, bro. Stop bullshitting. You know one thing I'm tired of? I'm tired of these fucking gold digger videos, these fake ass gold digger videos and shit. Yes, women like niggas with money. Okay. Is that something new? No. Just like you like women that look good. Women like niggas with money. No shit. Then it's like these YouTubers be coming up with this, "Oh man, what the fuck are we gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna pretend to be homeless and we're gonna see how many people ignore us. We're gonna walk in the Louis Vuitton store homeless and we're gonna see how they treat us." Nigga. Bro, they're gonna kick you the fuck out. Why? Because you're not their demographic. Obviously, it has nothing to do with you as a person. Yeah, some people are assholes. Yeah, you can point them out and you can shit like that. "Oh, nigga, you an asshole." You can point them out. You can call them out. Okay, that's cool. But what I'm trying to say is, bro, come on. Come on, bro. Just stop on that with that bullshit, bro. Like, you know good and well what people think and how they move. You know that shit. Stop acting like you don't.
Number 7. Fake homeless woman OKC. A man confronted a 78-year-old street beggar who he claims had deceived him at least 3 times. The man accuses the woman of being a con artist. When the man saw the woman getting into a brand new 2013 Fiat, he became enraged and began screaming at her for stealing his money. The man's anger escalated as he saw the woman enter the car. The man alleges that he provided financial support to the woman every day, even skipping lunch on one occasion so that he could do so. Another woman says that she helped the first one out financially as well. This is what she said in her YouTube video description. According to Dan Strahan, executive director of the Homeless Alliance, by far, the majority of the panhandlers we see are panhandling for cash, typically to support unhealthy behaviors, often alcoholism and other addictions. Number 6. Pregnant beggar with boy.
I bet you she ain't even pregnant.
A Mercedes-Benz was stopped when a pregnant mother and her small boy were seen begging for money in a San Diego shopping center parking lot. Melissa Smith reportedly told a third party that she and her family regularly spotted the panhandler and her son at East Lake Village Center over the course of 2 months. The woman's boyfriend, she claimed, would come to visit over the weekend. The woman would hold up a cardboard sign reading, "Please help," and many would step forward to do just that.
Okay.
People were
Got a little
quite
animation
generous
of
to
it.
them. Smith estimated that 5 people would donate within 5 minutes. Smith
Damn.
claims she ran into the couple at their normal hangout while at the gas station. She also said that she saw them walk into a Mercedes car. Smith
Damn.
gave a dismissive shake of her head and climbed into her car. Their small son is not wearing a seatbelt or using a car safety seat. Smith remarked
tripping.
he's sitting right up front with them. Smith followed them as they drove to a McDonald's in a different Bonita Road shopping center. There, holding the sign, she waits. The Mercedes is parked after he leaves. They hung the sign, and 5 minutes later, people were giving her money, Smith recalled.
How
Smith
much money is she
photographed
making,
the mom
though,
and
bro?
boy in their new setting. According to Smith,
How much money do you think they be making though, bro? Like, they have to be making, like, if you in the Midwest and you can get out big and make $100 a day, that's $700 a week. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's $1,400 bi-weekly, untaxable, right? I mean, that's not a bad gig in the Midwest, though. You know what I'm saying? That ain't bad.
the woman noticed her, became enraged, and began shouting. Number 5. Natalie Sisson.
Okay, sister.
One woman said that she quit her job 4 years ago because she was tired of working a 9 to 5.
Okay.
Since then, she has been traveling around the world. Natalie
Okay.
Sisson, who lives in New Zealand and is 36 years old, says that one of the most common questions she gets is, how do you make a living?
Right.
But now that she has
YouTube?
established herself online with a thriving business, published a book, and begun giving motivational speeches, she earns a comfortable 6-figure annual wage.
Nice.
Miss Sisson is known as the Suitcase Entrepreneur, the name of her blog and book, because she doesn't have a home. She also has bank accounts in 4 countries and 17 SIM cards for her mobile phone.
Go
so
ahead.
far, she's been to 66 places, 15 of which were in 2013. Italy
Nice.
was where she stayed the longest, for 2 months. This year, she wants to travel.
I'm gonna learn Spanish, bro, or something. I'm gonna learn another language. I think I'm gonna learn another language, bro, because it's time for your boy to get out, travel, see the world, taste from abroad. You know what I'm saying? Not from abroad, just like I'm talking about from abroad, but abroad. Taste out the country.
To 10 more
An
places,
ass.
like Japan, Sweden, and Spain.
Nice.
She says that she makes
Ohio
between
gozaimasu.
$20,000 and $60,000 a year and works between 20 and 60 hours a week. Since Miss Sisson doesn't have the normal bills to pay every month, she can save up to $2,000. She saves money by splitting her time
She be like, ugly ass
between
dividends.
hotels, rented flats,
Oh,
and
your boy getting
friends'
strong. Look at
houses.
that.
Number 4.
See that?
Homeless Florida man is wealthy oil heir. William Tavularius is an oil
Ugh.
tycoon's worth of money, but he refuses to leave his homeless lifestyle, much to his family's dismay.
Okay.
Last week's arrest of a 56-year-old Palm Beach man on charges of stealing a parking boot made headlines.
What?
There were claims that Tavularius was arrested for felony theft after parking enforcement secured the device to the wheel of the 1995 Range Rover that he had been living in. Even though he's the son of former Mobil CEO William P. Tavularius and is rumored to be worth millions, the
Damn.
local court appointed a public defender to represent him. Trust me, my brother has millions in his trust fund, shipping billionaire Peter Tavularius assures the Miami Herald. However, he has been experiencing mental health issues. His loved ones
Wow.
have repeatedly offered assistance. We encouraged him to stay with relatives, but it seems he prefers the streets.
Wow.
Tavularius sold his 70-foot yacht and bought an apartment in Miami Beach around 5 years ago after his divorce. According to his brother, he had been acting...
No, bro. Oh, my gosh. That's what it is. That's the downfall, bro. I swear. And trust me, I got broken up with a few times, 2 times. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, boy, that shit it hurt. Boy, that shit it kill you. if you let it, bro. But you cannot let it. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Shit, you know what I'm saying? It's all fun and games, but that heartbreak be a motherfucker, bro. It will drive you to ruins. It don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter what you do. You see, he was kind of a little bit overweight. Bro, you have to start doing things for yourself in your life. It's easy for a nigga to sit up here and say that, but trust me, I'm going through some shit. Bro, I'm trying to tell y'all have to stay focused. Y'all have to stay grinding. Y'all have to stay prayed up, not laid up, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, stay paid up, not laid up, bro. I'm telling you, man. Make your money, bro. That's the only way you can do it, bro.
Increasingly
That's the only way you can do
irrationally,
it.
and the judge in the theft case should send him to treatment instead of releasing him back onto the streets. When contacted by the Herald, Tavularius declined to comment, saying that he is relaxing in Palm Beach. Number 3. Panhandlers caught driving rental car.
Oh, no.
David Goldstein caught what appeared to be the same group of panhandlers with kids. All of them were carrying banners proclaiming to be homeless, and several of them were even holding babies. Goldstein saw people at various public places throughout town holding placards that read things like, "Please help, lost my job, I have 3 kids," and variations thereof. People in the area are tired of it.
This don't
and
make
think
you want to
they're
help
all in
nobody,
it
bro. I ain't
together.
gonna lie.
One of the locals there even said there's no doubt that they're a well-organized group. Goldstein's
Ugly.
hidden cameras tracked panhandlers for many weeks this summer as they begged for alms and elicited both pity and donations from passerby. Goldstein
Praise.
quickly saw a trend, such as a family always leaving the panhandling area in the same late model SUV. They
Damn.
had a young girl with them who watched out for them to lose their sign. Or the gang that picked up begging signs outside of the Fallbrook Center and then drove a few miles to another shopping center. A regular panhandler who's unhoused and looking for a cleaning job, the mother and her daughter were approached by an undercover producer from CBS
Oh, wow.
2. Number 2.
Wow.
Josh Paler Lynn.
Who the fuck is this?
Young YouTube star Josh Paler Lynn
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to test out an idea, so he gave a homeless man in California $100. Reports came in that the homeless man, who he was expecting to buy alcohol or drugs, instead bought food to give to his fellow homeless individuals.
Damn.
When Josh gave the man on the street the money, the man was speechless. After parting ways, the young man followed the beggar and discovered that he had gone into a grocery store in search of alcoholic beverages.
Man, now you look like a weirdo for following that man, bro.
Josh kept following the panhandler and was eventually rendered mute by what he saw. The man made a food purchase and distributed it amongst the homeless population. Josh hastened to correct his friend's misperception of him. The conditions forced the homeless man into a life of begging. Even though he quit his job to be with his terminally ill father, his health insurance
man.
company refused to pay for the treatment that the two of them so desperately required in order to save lives. He had no choice but to make a life for himself after the passing of both his parents. Number
Wow.
1. Panhandler carrying iPhone X, $500 purse.
Oh, God.
Police in New Jersey
Stupid.
issued a warning after seeing a woman begging while wearing expensive clothing and carrying a brand new iPhone X.
How did they know that she
Selena
had that,
Calderas,
though?
34, was photographed by the police in Union while she was panhandling with a sign that had a picture
Wow.
of a baby she said belonged to her.
Oh, wow.
Calderas
It
told
isn't even her
authorities
baby?
She was from Romania and that she was brought with other women from Queens, New York to New Jersey every day to beg for money. Calderas was allegedly jaywalking in and out of traffic when police located her on Vauxhall Road near Hilton Avenue off I-78 West.
Okay.
She, quote, did not appear to be in desperate need of cash, police said, because she had a $500 purse, jewelry, and a brand new iPhone X. Calderas spotted a pair of Michael Kors boots, a Coach purse,
Oh,
and
shit.
newly painted fingernails.
Oh,
She was
shit.
holding a sign that had the statement, "New mother needs diapers and baby supplies."
Oh, no.
Have you ever met a poor person?
She probably was selling that baby supplies low-key, bro. You get a lot of money for selling baby stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can go to the store and buy Pampers for like, I don't know, $20 and shit, if you sell that shit even for half of that, bro, you know, and you get it for free, that's a good come up right there, bro. I ain't even gonna fake it with you. That's a great come up, man. I'll be thinking about, man, I got some things in the works, man. I got some things in the works. But y'all, man, that's crazy, bro. I can't believe we watched this whole thing. That's interesting. I didn't know if I was gonna get through this whole thing, but man, you know, that's interesting, man. Like, I don't know, man. I honestly feel like the people that were faking, like they had money and that were faking, I think those are people, the real assholes. There were, of course, I didn't think that there was going to be some YouTubers on the list, but that makes sense. You know, I say we as YouTubers, we always trying to get the next click or next videos, you know what I'm saying? So it makes sense that it would be some YouTubers on the list. I don't know if y'all heard, that was my son screaming and shit. But y'all, man, thank y'all for sticking around, man, checking with us, bro. Let me know, what was y'all favorite part? What part kind of made you mad? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of made you mad? Because, you know, I don't know, man. It just make you feel like, bro, now when I go to donate to the next homeless man, in the back of my mind be like, are you really homeless? Are you really homeless, though?